I will never regret the time I unplugged from my professional life to focus on being a full-time mom. My number one most important job is raising my children and doing a good job at it. But I realized after about a year of being a stay-at-home mom, I wasn't wired for it. I loved being a mother, but I also loved being a professional. And so I needed that balance in my life. And so I decided to go back to work. And I was really focused in my search. I wanted to intentionally diversify my experience. Now, I had grown up in the financial services industry and knew a lot about that industry, but to be even more marketable, I wanted to diversify my perspective, which is an incredible lesson as you're managing your career choices. So I focused on the technology industry. It was booming, lots of job opportunities, unique challenges. And I remember being interviewed for this job as the head of education for a large global technology firm. It was yet another stretch in my career, going from managing a national-based organization to a global-based organization, but I wasn't afraid. I don't let fear hold me back. In the interview, the hiring manager said, "So we really like what you have to offer, and I just want you to know this is a turnaround job. So if you don't turn this whole department around in about a year, you're not going to be here, and no one on your team will either. Is this an opportunity you're still interested in?" I had been off of work for about a year, and I was like, yeah, of course it's a job opportunity I'm interested in. It was just the type of challenge I needed to jump back in there and have a really complex situation to figure out. And oh, friends, I have to tell you, that was one of the most rewarding career experiences of my life, because this was absolutely a turnaround gig. Everything in this division needed to be touched and innovated and reinvented. And I learned that after about 2.5 years, watching my team grow from one that was a fixer-upper to one that was winning industry awards, I learned the value of really great leadership. And how if you are inclusive in your leadership style, you make sure that people on your team feel heard and appreciated and their voice matters, and they are just as much an owner over the success of our team, over your team. The people will truly thrive in that type of environment, being led by a servant leader who puts their needs first. I experienced that. I saw the fruitful results of it. And ever since then, I've just become dedicated to being a servant leader. Not making decisions that are in the best interest of my own needs, but in the best interest of the people that I serve. And that's why that team was able to reinvent themselves and turn themselves around in such a short period of time. They believed in my leadership. They believed they really could contribute to what we were doing. And there wasn't a goal that we didn't accomplish that we set out to. So my question for you is, when you are managing a team of people, what will you do to make sure that they feel heard, appreciated, and that they fully commit to your vision? What will you do? Will you be the type of leader that says, do it because I told you to do it? A forceful dictator type leader? Will you be a servant leader to really uncover their needs and put their interests first? What kind of leader do you want to be? Use chat and the discussion forum to share your reaction to my story, but also talk about the type of leader that you strive to be.